What's something interesting about you? What's different about you?
I would say what's different about me as a political candidate is grew up in a family that struggled financially. My mom worked 3 jobs when I was a child to keep a roof over our heads, and my dad struggled with mental health issues. So I know what it's like to come from a family that has anxiety about paying rent, about making ends meet, and worrying about what next month is going to look like. And I think that gives me a unique perspective and gives me the ability to really understand what it's like for the people of southeastern Wisconsin.
How would you plan to work with people who don't necessarily agree with you in Congress?
Yeah, I have experience working across the aisle. I joined the U.S. government working to stop funding to terrorism under the George W. Bush administration. I also deployed to Afghanistan as a civilian for almost 2 years, working to stop the Taliban. And overseas, it was just mission focused. We were not concerned about who was Republican, who was Democrat, what country you're from. It was all about focusing on the mission. And so I can promise the people of southeastern Wisconsin that I will be solely focused on the mission of making their lives better.
After your time in Congress, what is something you think that voters specifically still don't really know about you?
I think some of this, right, is the background. I came on as Paul Ryan announced I wasn't going to seek re-election 2 years ago, and I've been working my tail off. I've worked in the private sector. I never ran for office before. And over the past 2 years, I've worked hard to be available and accessible to voters. In particular, we held 14 in-person town halls around southeast Wisconsin. And I've been able to take some of those ideas to Washington to try to move forward with policies that help people here in our state.
At a time when it's so crucial, how do you come together in Congress, and not really in a metaphorical way, but action steps?
Nothing frustrates me more than the partisan politics in Washington, D.C. I think what we need to do more of is literally come together and have a conversation. It's one of the reasons I formed a group called the Future of Work Caucus with a Democratic woman from Delaware, Lisa Blunt Rochester. And the two of us have been holding meetings regularly, bringing in experts, folks on the ground, talking about what do we need to do to work together to make sure that people can get a better job, a higher paying job. There needs to be more of that in Congress.
Our thanks to Adrian for that report. District 1.